Joe, what type of conditions are they facing
right
out
now?
there?
The winds are pretty calm throughout that section of Mount Hood and Government Camp, but they're going to be picking up throughout the later part of tonight and into tomorrow as well. The other thing I'm tracking is the threat of thunderstorms, but you'll notice that terrain from that live shot, Blair, and crews are going to have a hard time because it's steep and it's rural. It's not going to be easy to get to. It could be a couple of days before they can actually start forming fire lines. But as we go out to the Oregon coast right now, we have been seeing a little bit of some clearing out there. Been kind of under mostly cloudy skies over the last several hours. In fact, most of the day. Temperature of 61 degrees. Those clouds started to lift, I'd say, middle part of the afternoon or so here in the metro area. Right now, we're looking at temperatures in the mid 70s. We saw highs right around the low to mid 70s. It's kind of nice to slowly start to see our temperatures warm up, which is exactly what we'll be seeing compared to what you saw last week with all that heat. But again, looking at some long range models this time next week, we could be looking at temperatures in the mid 90s, if not warmer. I know that's a few days out, but let's focus on what we're looking at on your Saturday night. And it's very comfortable weather, mid to the upper 70s throughout much of the metro area. The heat, though, over the next couple of days will be throughout Bend and Redmond. Along with that heat will be a high fire danger. It's, of course, bone dry across much of the Pacific Northwest. We're also tracking some thunderstorms. So the west side of the state will be under the influence of that ridge of high pressure. But as we zoom into the central and eastern side of the state, that's where the fire danger is going to be high. You're looking at some thunderstorms rolling throughout Baker City and Burns tonight. And that setup is going to be in the forecast for tomorrow. And because of that threat, again, fire weather warning is going to be pretty high tonight throughout Bend and Madras and throughout the central and eastern side of the state. Meanwhile, east of the Dalles, a heat advisory will be in effect as well. So the rest of tonight, we're pretty much done with any really thunderstorm activity. But going into tomorrow afternoon, there could be another round moving in, basically that same area where that fire danger is, Baker City and parts of just south of Pendleton, heading into your Sunday afternoon. And as we look at the latest models showing where those thunderstorms could start to move in, basically throughout parts of eastern Washington and eastern Oregon. That is going to be the forecast and the fire threat really heading into tomorrow. As we look at the winds, they'll be picking up throughout parts of the Dalles tomorrow afternoon as well. So again, fire danger is going to be remaining high, just not this next week or so, but really the next couple of months, because we haven't seen any threat of rain, or we really haven't seen any measurable amount of rain since mid-June. June 20th, I think, might have been the last day. But again, we're going to continue to see the sunny and warm conditions continue. We saw highs in the mid 70s earlier this afternoon. The Dalles, you topped out in the mid 80s. So the setup over the next couple of days will be bringing in more of a morning onshore flow. That just means morning clouds, and we'll be looking at average temperatures over the next couple of days. But heading into the later part of next week and next weekend, we could be looking at highs in the mid to the upper 90s. Mostly sunny and windy throughout parts of the gorge, with gusts up at about 35 to 40 miles an hour. And in the metro area tomorrow, we'll be seeing temperatures close to 60 degrees to start things off, highs in the low 80s, and we'll gradually see our temperatures warm up. Again, Friday, we'll be looking at highs close to 90, even warmer heading into the first part of next weekend. We'll be right back.